starting off with another crazy name book, Skin Police. This is issue number 1, the Polina 1 in 10 variant, which is a great fucking cover. It's a cool cover.
Yeah, this one's sold for like 15. Now, I will preface this with I actually was trying to see about the I think it's a 1 in 25. There were no sales on that, but issue 2 or 3 is already having pre-sales for like 2 months in the future at like $60 on issue number 3, the 1 in 25, which looks the same. It's like by the same artist as. So if you find the number 1 in 25 for cheap, I would probably buy that. Because I have a feeling that once that actually hits the market, it's probably going to do well. Even though it's a weird looking cover, but
there's a 1 in 50 also. Yeah,
I don't know about that one. I mean, it's kind of weird, but
yeah,
that 1 in 20 or 1 in 25, whatever that is just non-existent.
Oh, look at that!
But I don't know what this book is about. I don't know if it's like as weird as it sounds, or is it? I mean, why is it called Skin Police?
Great question. There's some great covers for it, though. It's from Oni.
Oni puts out some weird books. Besides Rick and Morty, they put out some weird books.
Look at that. That looks badass. I'd buy that. Sight unseen. Yeah. Not bad. Cool book. 15 plus. New book out this week. So, all right, moving on. A Dallas ComicCon program. There's a couple. I want to say there's at least 2, maybe 3 Adam Hughes Dallas ComicCon covers. For this one is from 2003, from beautiful
Good
jungle
Lord.
Adam
Mama!
Hughes. Yeah.
Mama!
Dave Dorman back cover on this one.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even know that.
Dave Dorman back cover. Backdoor cover.
Hughes also, for you remember the Dallas Comic-Con one was also that Star Wars one that he did. Remember that?
Yeah.
The Comic-Con cover for Star Wars where it had all the hot Jedis. Like
the one with Ahsoka on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
this one looks a little different for Hughes for me, just because of I think the color palette looks so different, right?
Yeah, very muted.
Oh, well, and then his lines aren't as harsh as they usually are.
Yeah,
or exaggerated, I should say.
It's a great cover, dude.
Yeah, but this thing sold for $280. Now, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, well, it was signed." Yeah, but it's a Hughes signature. Like, does Hughes signature really add that much value to anything?
No.
I mean, he's got like 4 billion signatures out there, so maybe it added $20 or something like that. But
well, and then anyone can forge that signature.
Yeah, that's about as easy or generic of a signature as you can get. But
man, that's a good cover.
$280,
which I'm not endorsing to do, but you know. It won't get past that JSA verification. Just saying.
Wow. Moving on. Raw, another magazine-sized book. Raw, issue number 2 from Raw Comics, or Raw Books in 1980. Famous for being the origin of Mouse from Art Spiegelman, right?
Yeah, this copy that sold this week. I mean, I'm assuming this is probably not very common of a magazine to find. It was not in good shape. Still sold for $220. I think decent shape ones of this can sell for like $300. But I threw it on here because I figured that probably me included didn't really know much about this magazine at all. So, like, I think if you are looking for odd first appearances of probably, I mean, like significant books. I mean, Mouse is kind of a significant book, right? I mean, it's forever. It's gonna have importance. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a historical book, not just a comic history book. It's a historical book.
Yeah.
But it's also a banned book now in America.
But so this one
Stoke that
apparently
fire.
I don't know what's in it. I mean, there's other comic stuff in this.
Yep.
Very strange to me for sure.
Yeah, long time key magazine for magazine collectors. So good shit. Next, Wandering Star issue number 1. This is the Pen and Ink 1988 version. They did reprint this in like 90 something, I think. So this one's the more rare one, and this one was signed by creator Terry Starr.
Yeah, and from what I could tell, it looked like all the sales that have ever happened on this book, they've all been signed. They've all been signed. So I don't know if this was like something that maybe was given out at like a con or something like that, and so the like almost like a sketchbook where they sign all of them or something like that. I don't really know. Some of these weird 80s indie, made on generic paper type things are just very strange.
Terry Wood is the name, not Terry Starr. My bad. Yeah, this is. They actually talked about it in an old Wizard magazine, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Wandering Star. Wood's characters are written with precision and depth and are both believable and substantial. And this, I think, talks about when they reprinted it. This is when they reprinted it right here. You can see. So, pretty interesting. The reprint, I guess, was only 2,000 copies. I don't know. Who knows?
Man,
yeah.
How cool was that time?
Right?
Back in the late 90s and stuff like that with Wizard, and internet was still. Man, that was just such a different time.
Well, you know what, man? That's what we're doing now. We're taking that mantle from Wizard, and we're kind of the new version of Wizard.
The digital format.
Yep. So $100 for this one. Not bad. All right, moving on. Oh, I love this. Psylock issue number 1, the second print by Tolabao. I think I'm saying that right. Tolabao. Beautiful cover.
Yeah, graded copies of this had been selling like 9.6s and 9.8s have been selling, 3-ish, 3+. But this actually sold raw this week for $235. That's pretty pricey for a non-first appearance book, right?
And it's a wraparound. It's gorgeous.
I mean, it is a gorgeous cover. I don't necessarily think it's Psylock's like all-time greatest cover, but it's a good cover for sure.
Well, people want the Finch cover more than this, which is surprising.
Is it $20 an ab for this book?
That's just gorgeous, dude. And then this is the regular cover.
That's again, I mean, there's a reason comic collectors like the back end better than the front.
Yeah.
Just
because that cover is iconic, right?
Yeah,
iconic. Man, you haven't pulled that sign out in a while.
I know. I just found it again.
I was gonna say, did you just find it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Moving on. Superman the Man of Steel issue number 20, the DCU variant. Couple sales recently, I think, within the last couple months.
Yeah, this one was $660 for this. You're always somewhat skeptical. I mean, this had been, a $150 to $200 book. You're always somewhat skeptical of some of these big sales. You never really know if they're real or not. I would like to know who sold this. If anybody in the chat, whoever put this up, did you get paid for it? I mean, it cleared Terapeak, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You can bypass Terapeak if you if you two people know each other, you can pay them and they can pay you back. So it's not like you can't bypass it. I mean, you can still bypass the metrics, but
I don't want to know who sold it. I want to know who bought it because I have a Superman 75 DCU second print for sale to match this.
This might be one of the rare ones. Yeah,
it is. This all these Funeral for a Friend ones are good. All of them. So any of those are good.
I mean, do these characters know that he really didn't die?
They did not. Look at them. They look so sad.
Fucking idiots.
Cover Price needs to do a list of all the DC Universe logo variants.
Hey man, me and Steve Horn and Topher and Trey, we worked on that crap for like a year and a half. Like, we busted our butts on that crap.
One of my dreams was to try and get that group together for a show, but that'll never happen now. No chance. Maybe we can get a couple of them. We'll see.
Why would it never happen?
I don't think Trey's going to do comic book content anymore. I don't think Steve Horn's going to go on TV shows. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think.
You think Trey would never go back? Trey would never go back to comics again?
Doing comic content.
You don't think he would?
I think if you, I think the only way he would is to do one of those shows.
Well, I think if certain people, like, I think if Stein, if you approached him with like a couple other people, then like that'd be like. But if like Bryan or like Regular or myself asked him, he would probably just be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, I mean, like I chat with him every so often. Like, you know, we talk about like sports cards or whatever. But yeah.
Crazy list, man. I want to know if there's any new ones on that list. I want to know like if there's any been found within the last 2 years.
I don't think so. Several years ago there was like after the article came out, they actually did there was a couple people that actually discovered one or two more that came out of nowhere that nobody had any idea. So it's crazy. But what's funny about, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I look at this cover, for some reason the only thing that I see is Wonder Woman's legs. Like she literally has, her legs are like 3 times her torso size.
You ready to trip out, Stein?
No, what?
Is this the original article? 2017?
No, we did.
Okay.
No, it was before 2017.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That may have been reprinted.
Let me see who printed this.
I feel like we wrote that in like maybe 2015, maybe.
Or did you start in 2015 and then publish it 2017?
you know what? I wouldn't put anything. This is what happens when you get to 50. You can't remember anything.
So that's a second print from Ben Stein.
Topher put that up in 2017. So this is something.
Yeah.
Topher,
So this is probably extras, like how you actually found some of these, because they all came.
And
in
then here's the list.
Maybe it did come out in 2017. I thought it was before that. It could have been.
I felt like it was before that, but I could be wrong. Look at that.
Yeah,
it's probably updated. Like last, I don't know. That would be.
Yeah, but you probably see right there, Superman, Man of Steel. You probably will see this issue 20. They don't even list it as
20 second print.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, they don't
20.
even list it as being super rare. But
no.
I would say this one is just as hard as the 18 fifth print. But
man, very interesting. All right, there we go. Moving on. John Wick issue number 1, the photo variant from Dynamite back in 2017.
Yeah, this one hit $100 raw. Did you guys see? Did you guys see the? Have you seen the preview for the offshoot of this?
Ballerina.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That looks great.
De Armas. Oh my gosh, yeah, she looks she looks slick. And Keanu's in it too, so it's
Mhm.
that's
It's like a
cool.
precursor story, right? Or
Yeah,
something like
something. So it's just kind of I guess I don't know. It looks cool.
the world
But
building with a prequel.
man,
I like it
Mhm.
because
mean-
like you don't. There's so much you don't know about the storyline.
oh yeah, like his whole origin. You have no idea. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
um,
You know pieces of it watching the first 4
right.
films or whatever, but
Right.
like I think it will deep dive a little bit more into like what the high table is and all that.
Right.
He's the man you call to kill the Pokemon.
But yeah, photo variant for $100, and it's not like there's not other photo variants. I mean, it's not like this is the only Keanu Reeves photo variant of this character.
Yeah, for this run, like it's like what only a 4-issue run or something like that, and each variant has like a photo variant to it. Like, because I could have bought a set like 5 years ago for less than 100.
This is not a bad play, man. Like to pick these up, it is not. It's the way photo variants are going, man. Like,
and it's not like you can't run into Keanu at a con either, because I mean he does write comic books now.
That's true.
A lot of Keanu Reeves stuff being talked about these days. I've heard him being talked about on multiple things lately. So, all right, moving on. Semper Fi, issue number 1 from Marvel in 1988. A book that I can't ever thinking I've seen.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like classic. This is what late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Classic late 80s look to it. I don't know. I mean, when it says Tales of the Marine Corps, what is this like specific battles, or is this just like
this came out right around the time of the NAM and all that, and everybody was right?
Yeah.
And they were trying to pick up on war nostalgia back then.
Well, if you find high grades of these, I'm sure that this is not short printed or anything like that. But if you find high grades, a CGC 9.8 hit an all-time high this week for $100.25. So
it's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, if you can find some high grade, get them pressed, get some 9.8s out of that, you can make some money.
Yeah, it's a cool book. I like the way the Marvel corner box looks. It's a cool corner box. All right, moving on, we have Shintaro Kago and Peach Momoko's project that they did that was a Kickstart. Was it a Kickstarter? I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's a double-sided collaboration zine by these two.
Those look sick. I like this.
Bro, it looks like Kennedy got hit in the back. Or from the front.
Too soon.
Dream Card is written by Shintaro Kago and illustrated by Momoko, depicting the profitable life experience by a man who is lucky enough to get 50% off everything. And then Earth Defense Force, written by Peach Momoko and illustrated by Shintaro Kago, depicts the monster slaying activities of a high school girl who likes masturbation and belongs to the Earth Defense Force. Available exclusively at Japan World Heroes Convention in Pasadena, California, August 26th and 27th, and the Sacramento Anime Convention in Sacramento, California, September 1st through the 3rd, and that is in 2017. So this is probably super fucking rare.
I would think so. All I know is this thing, a CGC 9.8 signature series with Peach and Kago's signature. So it's not like it's, Stan Lee or something like that. So for $3K. Yeah. So this thing must be really rare, right?
I've never seen this.
I've never even heard of this. And it's a
cool.
smaller, but it's a smaller book. It's like small size.
Oh, like digest size or something like that.
Yeah,
Ashcan size.
Yeah. It's instead of what regular comics are, like 8 by 9.5 or 10 or something like that. This was like maybe 2/3 the size. So it's definitely smaller. But yeah,
crazy.
3,000 for this.
It's a cool image though.
It's a hard pass for me, guys, on this one.
Man,
this
I
is-
love
I-
stuff
this is
like
wh-
this.
This is one of Peach's better covers.
It
right?
is fucking A. Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't pay $3,000 for this by any
Fuck
means.
no, man. Hell no.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, if I
I don't
stumbled
care
upon
if Jesus signed it, bro. I ain't paying $3,000.
Oh my god.
It was signed by the Lord. Nah, pass.
That may not
Gold
pass
label.
that may not pass JSA's signature authentications either.
Yeah, yeah.
But it'll pass PSA.
We cannot confirm it was signed by the Lord.
It would be funny if like Topps put like a April Fool's joke in one of the Ginterverse cards. You know how they would put like people's hair? They have like the hair of Martin Van Buren or something. Have you guys seen those cards?
Mhm.
They should do that for like, fake people, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Jesus.
Santa Claus.
I mean, they're already doing like fake signatures for like Marvel superhero characters.
Are they really?
Like Toy Story characters.
Oh
They don't
yeah,
get the
remember they
actors?
did like they did like the autographs with Minnie Mouse and stuff like that.
Yeah, where it's like Buzz Lightyear, but it's not like Tim Allen or whatever.
Wow, that's kind of cheesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's a Buzz Lightyear auto, 1 of 1. Like,
I like that this is you can only get it at 2 really small conventions. That I wonder how many people went to those conventions, Japan World Heroes Convention in Pasadena and Sacramento Anime Convention in Sacramento. So, yeah, very interesting.
well, I mean, there's probably a lot of anime fans, but probably not a lot of people like us where we, collect magazines and books or whatever.
Solo Wookie says. Oh my god, dude. We're not gonna get canceled tonight. Moving on. This is very interesting. Damon or Demon, I'm not sure. I think it's Damon. Number 1. This is a self-published zine from a famous comic creator and cosplayer named Wendy Fletcher, or as she's known now after she got married, Wendy Pini, who created ElfQuest. Wendy and Richard Pini, Pini.
Hold on. No. Hold on. The dude's name is Richard Pini.
Dick Peeny.
Oh
We're just
my
trying to
God.
get canceled tonight, aren't we?
Jesus.
Paging Dick Peeny to the front end,
Wow.
please. Dick Peeny.
And so this is actually kind of interesting. She put this out in 1967 when she was 16 years old using a thing called a mimeograph. Have you ever heard of a mimeograph?
Hold it. Like the mimeograph paper?
Yeah. Mimeograph.
We used to take tests on those.
I don't know what the fuck these are.
You don't. They had a smell. Oh my gosh! Now
Says that's what it says right here. That when the whole classroom of kids would get high inhaling the fumes of their test papers.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
my
that's
gosh!
what
You
she
never
did.
had those?
I don't remember these.
Oh man, that smell was something else. Crap! Now I gotta find one.
In,
So you guys were like, this is like pre-sniffing dry erase markers then.
Oh
didn't
yeah.
they do that at Fast Times at Richmond High where they smelt the paper or whatever? In
Yeah.
class? Mr. Hand's class.
It's not. Maybe it is an Ohio thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why. That's why. But we definitely had those, and they definitely had a smell to them.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Anybody who doesn't know what that smell is, oh my gosh! Maybe I should get like a mimeograph candle.
I wonder if they have one, bro.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Hold on. Let's see if they have mimeograph candle. No, they don't have it. It says,
Oh my
"Remember
gosh!
the-
I was like, oh my gosh! I'm gonna actually have to
Order it.
But somebody does want to make one from the candle forums. I always remember the unique, sweet smell of mimeograph ink when they passed out freshly printed tests. Decided to buy some on eBay just for the reminiscent value. You can buy it on eBay there, Stein. So there you go.
You can buy the ink.
The mimeograph, yeah. Yep. Yep. Who doesn't love the smell of mimeograph ink in the morning? So anyway, she did it on using mimeograph paper and ink, I guess. Self-published it, and somebody brought one to her and had her sign it at a con. So
Crazy.
right? How much did it sell for?
It sold for $510.
Wow.
Wow.
That's like
I
a
mean,
creator's true first right there. I need to add her to the list.
And you said she's a what does she do? Anime?
No, she created ElfQuest. Her and her husband created ElfQuest. But before she did that, she was a Red Sonja cosplayer at cons back in the 60s and 70s. And
hold on, that's that same lady?
yeah. They did a documentary on her.
Didn't we talk about her for some reason?
Yeah.
Like a year ago?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny about that? It's synchronicity, man. It's synchronicity. On Tuesday night, we had on Sarah Frazetta, Frank Frazetta's granddaughter, on the industry show. And they were talking. I guess Wendy Peeney had put out some crazy Facebook post, and Sarah, something about how, you know, women shouldn't objectify themselves, this and that. And Sarah Frazetta was like, fuck that. You know, like the Frazetta verse is going to be hot women, period. Like, get over it, you know? It was very funny, very interesting. Anyways, go check it out. Very, very cool synchronicity moment. Moving on. All right. Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 25 from 2018. This one blew me away, bro.
Okay, so I knew that the B cover, I can't remember who did the B cover, but the B cover had always been a decent seller for like $25-$30. It's not that easy to find. It's gorgeous cover. But this A cover is selling for $50 to $70.
Why?
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I can't figure it out, dude. So there was the Red Hood and the Outlaws from 2013 that has a cover that's the first one I thought it was, because it has like Hush standing behind him. But this one, I don't understand why it sells for that much. I can't figure out. I can't find out anything.
Joe, why are you selling for so much on this one?
I don't know, man. Just people are attracted to Red Hood, man. You know,
he's selling signed copies out of his
I'll
house.
sign it.
$76 for last raw sale.
Yeah, I'm so confused. Like I said, the B cover, which is gorgeous, has always been a good seller. And it's not that easy to find.
So for those of you guys who are wondering what it's about, it says Batman versus Red Hood for the right to fight in Gotham. Grab your ringside seat for a battle 25 years in the making. Jason Todd broke a promise to his mentor and must now confront an angry and betrayed Batman. That means good times for readers, but probably not so much for Jason. It's likely going to take more than the Outlaws' help in order for Red Hood to avoid wearing an orange jumper in prison. It's so crazy that this book sells for so much. Never understand that. So, there we go. You never know. I wonder how many do you think there are of these out there?
I mean, 2018, and this was the 25th issue, so it's not like it was toward the beginning. And this was what they had a series before this, right?
Yes.
This is like the
2013
second series of this.
Yeah. Dude, and
Less
this
than
issue
10,000.
went to 52 issues, so it's nowhere near the final issue.
It did go to 52 issues?
52 issues, dude.
Less than 10,000.
And there's multiple sales of this book.
Yeah. Yeah, but the B cover, which is always sold way better than the A cover, is still selling in that same $25 to $30 range.
Crazy.
Yeah, but you know, something's got to be putting the heat on this. Like, it could be some spec and maybe some James Gunn stuff, or You know what I mean? That we don't.
There's a lot of people writing it. Look at all the people that are part of the creators of it. It's like 10 creators on there. Exercise anniversary issue.
Well, if Joe doesn't understand, then I have no interest whatsoever. Because you should know. If any person should know this, it should be Red Hood himself.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Just great art. Great art. Low print run.
Could be.
I don't think many were printed, dude. That's what I think. I think everybody went out for the B cover, and these probably, I don't know, got lost.
Yeah. Yep. Well, James Kreider says someone's probably pumped it on TikTok.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Like 26 is the debut of Red Hood's new costume.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So there you
Somebody
go.
pumped it on TikTok. They're pumping books on TikTok.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, there's some very interesting speculation that's been going on lately. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is part of something. If there's like they might be showing up in something. Maybe James Gunn posted about it or something. Peacemaker. Who knows? So, all right. Yeah. Very cool. Moving on. All right. I got 2 more that I got to show you guys that I want to talk about. So, did you guys hear about? Have you guys been watching Agatha all along?
Yes.
So you guys know that Black Heart character got big because everybody thought that what's her name was playing that was Mephisto's kid. You know what I'm talking about? What's her name? What's the hot chick's name? Aubrey Plaza.
Oh yeah.
Mama. So everybody was like, "Oh, that must be because they talk about Mephisto in it," and that Blackheart, first appearance of Blackheart went up. Well, she's not the first appearance. It's not Black. She's not playing Blackheart. It got spoiled who she was. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but when it got spoiled, hold on here. This was put out by Funko. And Aubrey Plaza is playing Death. So, couple things. Man, I looked up prices.
You guys sounded really weird in chorus there.
So, War is Hell #9, right? It is a book that's always been talked about, and people say, "Oh, that's not the first real Death." Well, there's multiple first appearance of Death. One that a lot of people have talked about for a while was this one, but this is a different type of Death. There's also that Journey into Mystery Volume 2 from 1972, which is Starlin wrote this, and he has a character in it by Death, but it's basically this character of Death. It's a sickle and a male version of Death, right? So you have the 2 first appearances of Death, the male versions. This Journey into Mystery is selling for about $35 raw, it looks like. And then the War is Hell #9 selling for about $40 raw. Well, this is the one that makes me interested. If she is really the female Death, like Thanos type Death, and they tie that type of character in there, that's one of the coolest characters in Marvel. That was one of the things I was so bummed that they didn't put this into the MCU and for Thanos and make it cooler, that he was trying to entice, the love of his life, the female, Death, and they kind of changed it up. So this book is selling for $100 plus right now, Captain Marvel issue number 26, because of that. So just a quick heads up on those. Very interesting stuff.